Зараз я хочу перейти до наступної нашої презентації. Я рада вітати Матіаса Горенфлос, який зі свого боку розкаже про дуже цікаву тему відновлення зруйнованих історичних об'єктів із новітніми підходами до будівництва. Матіас – архітектор, представляє німецьку архітектурну студію. Матіас, передаю далі слово вам. Будь ласка. Матіас, the floor is yours. Happy to have you with us.
Вікторія, дякую за увагу. Thank you very much. Well, as Victoria said, I'm an architect in Berlin. I'm 60 years old, and I just moved into the first straw house I have built in my life, and I would like to share some experience I made during this construction. By the way, Victoria, is it possible to give me my real background? If it's possible, make it. If not, leave it. Because I would like
to know. You can share the screen to show the presentation if you have some slides. But the background, we have all the same, our firm background of the event.
Okay, good. So, let me share the screen with you. I want to talk to you. Sorry, I need to do it from the beginning. I want to talk to you about I have two focuses. One is, what is the characteristic of straw construction, but not in terms of technical, but architectonical characteristic. Second is, does it pay to refurbish a house even if it's almost breaking down? So what you see here is a picture of a house that this picture is about 15 years old, and at that time the house was comparatively in a good shape. We bought it 2 years ago, and we had this we couldn't see the house from the street at that moment. You see here in red, this is my wife and this is me. We were like very astonished about the shape of the building. You see the holes in the roof, and as you know, as soon as you have holes in the roof, it doesn't take a long time that the slabs will come down. So it was really very late, and we doubted whether it would pay to refurbish this house. We had also another house behind a barn. It was not possible to save this barn. We had to take it down. And so you see here the main building, which is an old peasant's house, plus the barn, plus a beautiful tree. First of all, we cut many trees that didn't make sense here. So you see the poor old house. And next to this barn, you see this beautiful lime tree. And we would utterly do everything to not to harm this tree. So first thing we did was we built a fence to protect the tree from our builders and their excavators and everything. We had no experience in straw construction until that moment, but we had read something about that, and we said it's a good thing. This was the year when the year 22, when the second invasion came to Ukraine, and it was really a good moment to take this decision. So we took down the old barn. This is my wife, by the way. And then we excavated the foundation trenches, which were next to the tree. We did this by hand because we didn't want to harm the roots of the tree, and we also had to protect the right side of the trench with the plastic sheet, the same that you use for swimming pools, in order to prevent that the sour ambience of the concrete would poison the roots, and if you poison the root, you poison the tree. So here you have the foundation slab, the floor slab. This is my wife again. And then in this kind of construction, as you know, probably you first have to build the scaffolding. Plus we had a 50 centimeters high brick socle to take the straw out of the water zone. And we had a long steel beam, 16 meters long, which will serve as a lintel for a long, long window that opens to the garden. And everything was prepared at that moment, at that day, to and we expected the truck that came from Lithuania with the straw panels, and the truck came just in time and brought these panels. We first put the panels in the middle of the building, and then we distributed them on the as a facade. You see these iron hooks, but afterwards we send them back to Lithuania. This is our Lithuanian friends, Žilvinas, the owner of the company. This is me, and this is Laurinas, the chief engineer of the company. And here you can see our carpenters, mostly women, by the way, who composed the whole construction. And this is the carcass ready, which we had to cover with a plastic sheet, of course, to protect it from humidity. And of course, we chose this red sheet to have this beautiful color in the carcass. So you see here the facades are made by these straw panels, and now it's this is the room where I'm sitting, by the way, at the moment. And our idea was to I'm talking now about the characteristic of straw panels to make a difference between the facade and the inner walls. So in this building, there is no point where, theoretically, there is no point where the inner walls meet the facade. Actually, this is the ground floor of the building, and here we have 2 volumes with everything you need: bathrooms, kitchen, storage, everything. And in these spaces, and these spaces are always separated so that you can walk around. Here between we have a staircase. So this is the upper floor with a staircase, a sleeping room, wardrobe, a bathroom, and this is a two-story living room. And this is ground floor with also bathrooms, staircase, entrance, and the long facade. In terms of architectural drawing, you see the same thing here with the two blocks, the staircase in the middle, and here you have the long facade, the glass facade with the long steel beam on top. This is the same thing in the drawings of Modulina. They took our drawings and made their design to this is ground floor and divided it into several parts, several walls, panels that would make sense. Here again, our long steel beam. So, to come back to the question I want to focus on is we have these facades that are straw with a adobe plaster on it, and we have inside we have a conventional cardboard construction, and all the technical specifications are inside this, so you will never have a water tube in the facade. This was our interpretation of the construction, since I think you will agree it doesn't make sense if you have a different way of construction, different material, but you built the houses in the end look similar to the houses you built before.